Hello, everyone. What is going on? My name is Tim Petey, and welcome back to the TNT Podcast, episode 42 or 3?
It's 42. I only
Okay,
know because I have your
42.
page open.
42. 42. Okay, 42.
42. Wait.
On my left, we
It's
have...
Oh.
oh, sorry. Your pause there confused me.
No,
I'll say, wait, no, it's usually to the right, right?
I know. I'm mixing it up.
Oh, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
it's
not
just
me.
Tyler. Yeah,
Yeah.
see?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Damn. All right. Well, really. threw me
Well,
for a loop
shit.
there. Now I'm confused. Where am I standing in this room?
You're in the right. You're
You're
away.
still
Oh,
on the
to
right.
Oh, by the way, I'm Friedman.
By the way.
By the way.
BT dubs.
Yeah.
We are here with your weekly dose of marginally entertaining sounds in your ears for about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
About.
Don't have a ton of news this week. Just a few things to cover, and then we got a fun topic to get to. So, why don't one of you talk about the Dover Dank?
All right, I'll talk about it. So today is Timmy Tuesday, which means every video game does a patch today, especially Blizzard games. So the new Overwatch patch came out today, which includes the it's a rebranding of last year's Uprising event, which is now it's called like Overwatch Archives, which has historical moments in Overwatch's lore history turned into PvE events, which is pretty cool. It was really fun last year. The new one came out today. I haven't had a chance to jump in. I'm assuming it's like last year where
Oh, shit.
there's multiple
it
difficulties,
did.
and the first time you do it every day, you get a free loot box. So I got to start grinding that for some
I
dank skins.
completely forgot.
Yeah, I haven't been playing Overwatch at all, but this is probably the thing that's going to bring me back into it.
I've been so busy. Man, everything just caught up to me just now of like how much I haven't done anything because I've just been working.
Oh my god.
Dude, it happens.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Continue. Why is the fan base butthurt?
Yo, it's every week they're butthurt about something new.
Oh my
So with this
God.
new patch came a lot of cool skins, a lot of the more evil characters in the game right now. They got a bunch of skins depicting them like while they were still not that evil, but kind of in their past. But the whole idea behind the Overwatch Archives is it's showing the past of Overwatch. It's not meant to be this nitty-gritty thing that they just happened to have for the last 2 years. So as a result, they put in some skins that aren't quite as nitty-gritty as the others, such as they took Mei and the way she looked in her last cinematic where she's in her pajamas, and they made that a skin. And everyone who spent the last 6 months complaining that they wanted a skin suddenly got mad because they're like, what's with the low poly count on this? And they're like complaining
Jesus.
about a highly compressed Twitter video. Like, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was today Winston got his first legendary skin in like months. The problem is with the color scheme, it looks similar to his normal skin. And I go into the comments thread and I expect people to be upset because like, it's not good enough. People are ripping this apart like, what the fuck is wrong with Blizzard? Why are they ruining this game? And it's like everyone is blowing this out of proportion over fucking cosmetics in a non-pay-to-win game.
Jesus.
Can I
Like-
just say I'm so glad I'm not a fan of... I don't currently play a single Blizzard game because they seem to usually have the most toxic communities alive.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
between-
it's still Rainbow Six Siege.
everyone who uses
Oh,
Battle.net is
stop it.
trash.
No one plays Rainbow Six Siege.
I play Rainbow Six Siege.
I know.
Fuck you.
I know what I said.
He's calling you nobody.
Yo, I
No.
mean, I am nobody.
Oh my god. I'm saying legitimately. I'm sure the player... Although they're announcing another season of stuff, so I guess some people play it still.
Yeah, they just came out with new DLC, Tim, and
I
an
wouldn't know.
event
I stopped playing that months
with
ago.
zombies. Maybe you should
Ugh.
play with me. Maybe you should play games with your friends for once, Tim.
I brought that up on D&D on Thursday, and
So
didn't
we're
hear a
doing the
peep,
Persona
so-
4 Let's Play, right? Yeah, let's do it.
the
sure.
Persona 4 Let's Play. Let's go. All right,
Be-
but
before-
yeah,
before- Oh wait, go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, like, I am excited about this Overwatch. Just to finish up, I want to play it, and I beat Kirby, so I freed up some time. It's gonna be good.
Just to close out this one, I read the most like the shittiest comment this morning. It was someone saying
my
like,
God.
look, this sucks. Like, of the 10 legendaries, I really want 9 of them. But the fact that this legendary is sitting in the pool means I have a 10% chance to pull absolute crap. Thanks a lot, Blizzard. And I'm like, you gotta be
yes.
kidding me on this one.
Yes.
That was the
yes.
comment that made me throw it on the news.
Oh, good. So good.
But I will move on to the next topic. This one was pretty interesting. So I talk about it every time they announce it, specifically Final Fantasy 15 DLC. When the game first came out, oh god, was it? It's been almost 2. No, it's been 2 years. Damn, no, sorry, it's been a little over 1 year. I'm messing up the numbers. It came out end of 2016, so it's been
So 1.5
over,
years.
Yeah, like 1.5
Oh,
years. So
shit.
1.5 years after the game's come out, they had originally announced 4 DLC packs that were going to come out throughout the year after the game came out, and 3 of them were character focused, and the 4th one was this like multiplayer expansion, which was pretty cool. But they announced 1 more year of DLC support, which was unusual. But it seems like Square is milking Final Fantasy 15 for all they can get of it, especially with the mobile release, the PC launch, which I think already happened. But they already announced modder tools, including being able to swap out the main character's model with whatever you want.
Holy smokes! There's gonna be a lot of naked girls in Final Fantasy all of a sudden.
They put out a statement
Best
saying,
believe.
"Please don't do nude mods. If you do this, we won't release future games with mod support. So don't fuck it up."
Well, it's too late.
It's too late. They're gonna fuck it up.
They're gonna fuck it up. They don't give a shit.
I
We
mean,
know
the
we're
people
gonna
who
see
make
that-
it don't care.
We're gonna
for
see
sure.
that Noctis and Gladio fucking ship. We're gonna see some nude shit.
It doesn't help
Best
that all
believe.
4 main characters are male, so any nude mod is going to go in that direction.
Listen, it's
No.
already gay. You got 4
No.
dudes,
No,
sweaty
we've got
dudes
it.
in a
It's
car.
got to be gayer.
How is it gonna be gayer than this?
Nude
You know
mods.
they're all fucking each other already.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
so on to the real news about this.
On to the real news.
They
about
announced-
this.
They announced 4 DLCs, but it sounds like 6 content patches overall. So they have 3 character-focused DLCs. 1 on Arden, the main villain of the game, and his whole backstory, which sounds cool. 1 on Arne Highwind, one of the mercenaries you run into during the game who serves like a bonus party member. The 3rd one is about Luna Freya, the female protagonist. And her whole deal, what's going on, because they cut a lot of content related to her story out of the game. It looks like they're trying to bring it back in. And the last DLC they announced is an alternate ending for the game, which I am very excited about because
What
I
does
didn't
that
hate the ending,
mean?
but the ending made me feel sad, and I'd rather not.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what they do with the
I'd
alternate
rather
ending.
not feel sad, you know.
You know, I'd rather feel happy during the ending.
I'd
But
rather
they-
feel happy.
They also confirmed 2 more content expansions for the multiplayer stuff they added for 15. And then they announced that they were going to be releasing the multiplayer stuff as a standalone game after all the content has been released. Because they felt that at that point, it's enough to match a full, like, $30 game.
Hmm.
So that's their way of milking that. But they're digging in on 15 for a while now. I would not expect the Final Fantasy 16 announcement for at least another 2 years.
I mean, if the game is good and it's like the best one in a while, might as well just.
It's not a
Keep
bad
buffing it
game.
up.
It feels like it just needs more in the second half of the game.
You
That's
mean
the
like more
problem.
content, like the thing they're putting out?
Well,
Well,
no.
they
So like,
did
so
put
the,
out a
the,
lot of content.
the DLC fleshes out the characters in the world, but I wish they would like almost like there's a chapter where you're on a train and you're going through this whole country, and they skip the whole middle of the country and get right to the end where the whole like climax of the story is. Like, I wish they had put in like an extra chapter in the game where it's like all the shit that could have happened in the middle. But like, don't get me wrong, the DLC is great. It fleshed out, like I mentioned before, there's certain points where they pull cast members out of the plot to tell a story about them with the DLC, but they've covered all of those holes right now. Like, everything else they're adding on is now extra to the story, which is good. But I wish they had expanded on the main story with the DLC.
But do you think? Here's a question: do you think someone who played it once all the content was out would have a similar complaint? Like, I get
that they want the expanded chapters in the middle.
Yeah, because do you think that problem doesn't feel as bad when there's so much other content surrounding it? You know what I mean?
So when they did the first DLC release, they went to go change so chapter 13 is famous because it was slow as shit. They took away all your skills and abilities and tried to really seal the deal that like you are absolutely helpless. And when the first DLC came out, they decided to adjust that so it was not quite as shitty, and then give you an alternate way to play through where you got to play from another character's perspective, but still watch what was happening to the main character. And they gave you the option to if you already completed the plot, just to jump in on that chapter just to play it, which was interesting. But it did impact someone who's going through for the first time. A lot of players who played it for the first time after that patch went out enjoyed the game better. So it boils down to whether they care more about appeasing the fans who've already purchased the game, or if they want to improve the product and get new people to buy the game.
Fair enough.
Honestly, either sounds like positive to Square. They want you either buy the DLC or get new people to buy the game. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of that new content. Like, because I was watching my buddy play through it. And man, and when when I saw the Regalia as a monster truck, I was like, Jesus
my
Christ.
Ah,
But
from the off-roading stuff.
yeah, but it's like, but you can off-road, and I'm like, I feel like this is something we should have been able to do forever ago.
Yeah, right. I mean, it felt really restricted the first time I played, where it's like, oh, the car will just drive on the road all the time. Even if you steer it, it stays on the road.
Yep. I don't know. It's fine.
Makes me want to replay it, but I don't have the time.
Same.
That New Game Plus going.
So,
all right.
what
Tim,
about this Nintendo Labia?
Oh, well, hold on. Wait, are we just skipping over the?
Oh God, I didn't see this.
Sorry, no, I added it at the last second.
Yeah, take us
I was
out.
like, I
of Square Enix
straight
land
up did
into
not
Wizard's
see
World.
this.
Yeah, why don't I wake up and let Tyler take a shift at the sleep? So, no, not much news in the Magic world. Just we're still in the middle of Dominaria spoiler season. Should be finishing at the end of this week. Set looks amazing.
Yeah,
Even
there's
more so since last week because
they put a couple cards in here where I'm like, I swear to God, they stole this out of my design book from 4 years ago, where I just put some dumb card. Like they just announced one. It's a 3/3 for white, and it gives other creatures 1/1. I'm like, hey, they printed my card.
Hey, the mono white lord, it's perfect. There's just so much in this set that looks amazing. The art is I've only seen a handful of pieces that I didn't think were amazing. A lot of the cards, even if I don't think I'll ever play them, are extremely interesting. Like, there is just like an amazing amount of design thought that went into almost all of these cards. Like, I think it kind of has to deal with the leak we had a while ago. I honestly think the leak really didn't hurt this set, which is insane because you normally with leaks, it's like, who cares about the set anymore? But this set, it's just gotten better because without the art to really push a lot of this home, man, this set felt like nothing.
I want to compare this almost to Ixalan, where they did go and release all the cards that had showed up on that one spoiler sheet. But I think the key difference here is when we saw the spoilers for Ixalan, they weren't that good. Whereas with this set, the cards are... Oh, wait,
no,
go
ahead. Go.
The cards that we're seeing, even though we've already heard about them, seeing them again, they're very well designed cards. I'll read through a card and say like, oh, I guess I did read this on the spoiler sheet, but I'm still excited to see it because between, like you said, the great art, but just the fact that these are interesting cards. Doesn't feel like there's we haven't seen the full list of common draft chaff, but it doesn't feel like I'm seeing any explicitly shitty cards or ones that are there just because they have to be.
Right. No, but they'll come out at some point, but even the monocolored land cycle, the memorials, those are cool. The Cabal Stronghold, the shittier Cabal coffers.
Yep.
Even when people spoil commons and stuff, they just seem really interesting. The other thing was with this leak, instead of seeing Tyler, you might even remember when the Ixalan leaked and we saw that sheet of dinosaurs and stuff, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And this time we just had the release notes, which is just a ton of text. Except not every interesting card was in there because not all of them were complicated or weird enough that they felt the need to put it in the release notes. And without the art, it's an amazing thing to have seen because you think, oh, it's just text for most of the card. All you really care about is what it does. But when you're reading through a document of 150 cards, it's so easy to just start glazing over and not caring about what they actually do or not thinking about what they do. And then when you see, here's the Magic card with the new legendary frame, with the new line in the middle, and here's the text and the artwork that goes with it, it's so much more impactful than just seeing a list of text. It really changes the game completely to see the card. So while it was cool to learn about some of these cards early, I feel like I forgot about almost everything I learned in the leak, and am just reveling in the awesome spoilers that we've had so far.
Pretty much same.
Any fun ideas coming to mind with these new sets?
You mean like with for
Like
Commander and stuff?
I don't think any of
ideas
the
coming to
commanders I
mind.
want to build a deck for, but I want to put these cards in a bunch of different decks.
So I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Currently, every single deck of mine has at least one card from the set that is slated for me to test on my Commander video. I'll probably also bring it up because Freeman, I think we had talked about doing a Dominaria video once it's done.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe even this weekend because it's going to be done with spoiler season. But yeah, every single deck of mine has at least one thing that I'm considering. I'm also, not going to lie, currently designing a new Commander deck that I'm probably still weeks away from actually building. But while I'm not going to have tons of cards from this set in that deck, there are a lot of things that are really cool. Like I'm trying to cut down on Commander decks building just for money purposes, but there are a lot of cool cards, both Commanders and just cool cards in this set. You know what, Freeman, since I have an answer to this question, it's okay if you don't, but if you were going to build one card from this set into a new Commander, out of what we've seen so far, which is probably almost all the legendaries, what would you pick?
Honestly, I'm struggling to remember which creatures are legendary because they're like pretty much all legendary.
You just gotta look for the wiggly frame.
My first thought was to do Joyrix. I'm like, oh, finally the red blue artifact commander, but
son.
it's kind of a little more boring. I'm stalling for time so I can open up Mythic spoiler real quick. But
do you want me to tell you why you feel that it's boring?
Why?
Because it's just SRAM in blue and red.
That
itch has
that's
already
correct.
been scratched.
Yeah, that is. If I had to build a legendary,
I mean, No, go ahead.
I really like the green one, the one who gets 1/1 for each land, return into your hand, just because.
The new one.
In my Sisay deck, I play a card that's sort of like him, and he's one of my favorite like win conditions, just because he's a big beater that gets bigger as the game goes on. But he's got that recursive effect, so you can keep him for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Totally
not
here.
because you saw it at the top of Mythic spoilers.
Yeah. Well, no, I remember seeing it. Yesterday? And I was like, oh, that's a cool one.
I don't love it, but in my defense, it's because I have Selvala, who's my mono green girl. Until something truly amazing comes along, like until something revolutionary in green comes along, Selvala is going to be my girl for green.
Oh, maybe the new bug one, just because I haven't built a bug commander deck.
Multani.
Yeah, right. Just force if I can just get my.
Sorry, Muldrotha. I've said it wrong.
But you can work in like a mill sub team to try and like mill your opponents or yourself just to get value every turn. It's a cool card.
It's super cool.
It would definitely be a style of deck I haven't played before, and I like the idea of forcing myself to go out of my comfort zone on certain decks.
Sure.
What about you? Or are you going to save it for a?
No. It's not in another episode. I'm not building a deck out of this card for a long time. But for a long time, I've been super into the Knight tribe. And while Knights have had Rafiq of the Many for Bant Knights before, he doesn't really lend himself to Knight. It's actually a card that was leaked but isn't spoiled yet, so I'm very excited to see it when it is. But Ariel, Knight of Windgrace, is black-white Knights, where I'm assuming it's a she, creates Knight tokens or can use Knights to destroy creatures.
Oh, geez.
So she seems really cool. And like I said, that's a thing I've wanted to play for a very long time because of Knight Exemplar being one of the coolest lords ever printed in Magic's history. But yeah, there's other ones to consider, like the Adela's, the Cinder Wind, the blue-red, who basically has mega prowess. I always thought prowess was a really cool mechanic, and way back when, I think Freeman, in the first phases of designing our personal decks, my deck was more prowessy than it ended up being.
Originally it was, and then you started having this whole Return from Exile theme going on.
But it still has like a prowess sub-theme, and I'm pretty sure my commander still has
Yeah, you have
prowess
very
on
few
it.
creatures, and I think
Almost
3
all of them
or
have
4,
prowess.
which is like most of the creatures in that deck have prowess.
Yeah, so that's a theme that always spoke to me, especially because of the Battle for Zendikar blue-red wizard. He was always just such a bro, so... But there's a lot, like my girl Tiana, the cutest little angel who lived. AKA the Firefly reference in Magic. Tyler, did you watch Firefly? I'm pretty sure you did, right?
I did like years ago.
There's literally an angel in the set who is basically the redhead mechanic girl.
Oh. She's cool.
Yeah, no, the angel is really cool. The story and everything is really cool. But yeah, we'll go more into it when me and Freeman do our episode and when I do my commander update video. But there's a lot of cool stuff in Dominaria, and I'm definitely... This is the most excited I've been since Kaladesh, for sure. Certainly the first non-Masters box since Kaladesh. And this set just looks fantastic, so... Can't wait to do a full episode on it. We still have, according to Mythic Spoiler, there are exactly 70 more cards to spoil. And all the Mythics have come already, so we're just getting a bunch of rares and down.
Still waiting to see that art on the card, Fungal Infection. It's going to be a fun card.
Man, the art is just so on point this set. It's amazing. Like,
They did
everything...
a really good job.
Like, legitimately, there's maybe 3 cards where I'm like, I don't love it. I actually don't love Karn, if you can believe that.
You mean you don't love Alphonse Elric?
Now that you say that, I'm never going to unsee that.
Someone mentioned in the comments, like, hey, he does have pants just like Alphonse now.
Anyway, moving on. Oh, yeah. Why don't we talk about one gaming company before another?
So I think I saw this one on, it's either Game Amnesia or PC Gamer, but basically Nintendo Labo is undergoing product tests right now, and apparently it's not good. Either
Can I just...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to check. I thought this had come out already.
No.
It was just a trailer had come out for it.
Okay. See,
It's
I
coming
been under
out.
the impression that it was just out.
Nah, it's slated to come out this year.
Gotcha. Keep going. Sorry.
So playtests are going on, and they're running into the issue that people just aren't having fun with it. It
Oops.
feels way too gimmicky. Like there's one thing where the Wii remote felt gimmicky sometimes. This just feels gimmicky all the time.
Oops.
And one of the developers in the project just said like it's really hard to like come up with ideas to this because it's kind of stupid. And it was weird hearing a
It's
developer
kind of stupid.
say
damn.
that.
It's kind of
So-
stupid.
So there's both like internal as well as external struggles regarding this product. So I would not be surprised if Nintendo did like a one-wave launch of it and then just like forgot about it.
Damn.
Understandably, because this seems like a very odd decision to go with.
Yeah, man.
Like why would you release this when you could just release Smash Bros?
Yeah.
And they're learning their
I think
lesson.
I think it's kind of dumb. Like the fucking cardboard, really. And then also, like I was
Talk
thinking about
Magic a second
too.
ago.
Yeah.
Well, that's different kind of cardboard. You can
No,
have,
but yeah, I was gonna make the same joke.
yeah. I don't know. My thing is right now with this Labo, right? Like, how long is the cardboard really gonna last? And
Well,
so if
depends.
it
Are you gonna
does-
double sleeve your Nintendo Labo?
Oh my god.
Forgot it. The
Fuck
point is,
seriously,
it's
though.
supposed to get destroyed and just be replaceable.
But then you got all this cardboard lying around.
Bro, have you seen my room lately? Just cardboard and dirty
all of
laundry.
our all of our
Oh
fucking.
my god.
We still got all this cardboard I need to break down. I don't even know where that shit came from. Oh yeah, it's all Leslie's. That's right.
Oh.
Damn.
Blat 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 blat
Shots fired at someone who's not even listening.
Yep.
Joke's on her for not
Goddamn
listening.
right. Joke's on her, baby. She supported her friends. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
Damn. All right.
But yeah,
let's
like
get off Nintendo and onto a different video game company.
Yay. Let me pull up the link for the exact list. But apparently Microsoft's Xbox original backwards compatibility program is doing pretty well on the Xbox One, which is
Oh.
fantastic.
So this
and-
ain't. Wait, hold on. This isn't new games. These are old games.
yeah.
Re-releases.
Oh, I don't care.
No, not re-releases. They're games that you can put the disc in from your original
Yeah.
Xbox and play the game up-resed.
Oh, I thought this was like buy off the Microsoft Store kind
No,
of thing.
well, I think you can, but you can. Okay. I don't want to say one way or the other. Let me check this article. I thought it was that you could just put the all of the games will work either via disc version or a digital copy from the store that you can buy now.
I won't lie. This is kind of dumb. I mean, it's
Really?
cool. It's cool,
I think this is fantastic.
but I would rather them get more exclusives
Tyler,
than.
I totally agree, but at this point, I think Microsoft is just going to play on whatever card they can. And
Unfortunately
I'm all
for them.
this because there's
No,
plenty
no,
of-
no, no, no. Just go to the PC. Just fuck Xbox One.
Okay,
Have
but
Microsoft Studios just go to
Tyler,
PC.
Tyler, you know better than either of us how much harder it is to get something from the original Xbox to go onto PC.
Well,
That
yeah.
sounds insane. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
Force people to use
What's your
DirectX
fucking point?
9.
No, there's only one game that Microsoft Studios has reign over. All right, that matters. Actually, two. All right, it's Crackdown and fucking Halo.
yeah, and Crackdown's hopefully going to finally come this year.
Yeah, and you know what? No other game matters. It's like, oh, Gears of War is like, yeah, I could survive without Gears of War. It's Halo. As long as Halo's there.
Oh
no,
my
no
God.
game, no other
Anyway.
game matters.
I think this is a really cool thing that they're doing because I kind of stopped, but the best friend guys, they were doing a Let's Play of KOTOR, and they were actually using backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, and they were running the game in widescreen and having almost no bugs compared to how much shit I have to deal with on the PC version, and even though they can't mod it, they said it was running overall great. They ran into a few weird things like emulation-y stuff, but overall, this is an amazing way to play these old original Xbox games. But anyway, originally they launched with 13 titles in this program last year, and now they're bringing 19 more. On April 17th in a week, Blinks the Time Sweeper, Breakdown, Conquer
Holy
Live and
shit.
Reloaded, The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, which is, I think, a huge deal, Hunter the Reckoning, Jade Empire, which I am so excited for, Panzer Dragoon Orta, which is I think that was a pretty big kind of culty hit or something.
It was just like, I kind of like Blinks the Time Sweeper. That was a release game.
Yeah, it was. And
Yeah.
SSX 3. Those are all coming next week. A week
Yo.
from day recording this.
But what about Shrek,
Oh, hold
Abra
on.
Munch's Odyssey,
Hold on, maybe those are in
and
the next.
Fusion Frenzy?
That was just the first batch. Then on April 26th, there are how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 more, 7 more. I don't know. No, 10 more almost. Wow. Destroy All Humans, which I think was.
Oh God!
No, I think that kind of tanked. Full Spectrum Warrior.
What? No, it got a sequel.
Oh, yeah, I know, but didn't the sequel Super Bomb?
Oh, I don't remember, man. I just
don't know.
like
Anyway,
Destroy All Humans.
Full Spectrum Warrior, Mercenaries Playground of Destruction, MX Unleashed, Panzer Elite Action Fields of Glory, which is in Europe only. It sounds like a Europe only game anyway. Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Jedi Academy, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, Star Wars KOTOR 2, and Star Wars Republic Commando. And in addition, later today, actually probably as of right now, there are also Xbox One X enhancements coming to some 360 games. Darksiders 1, Gears of War 2, Portal 2, Red Dead, Sonic Generations, and Star Wars Force Unleashed. That's super cool.
It's a pretty decent lineup.
I gotta say, the sleeper there is kind of Red Dead Redemption getting upgraded for the Xbox One X. That actually sounds like it might now be the best version of that game. Huh.
Wait,
But anyway,
is it not on
that's-
PC?
no, Red Dead still isn't on PC, and it probably
my
never
God.
will. There's been rumors for years
Man,
that
I
Red Dead was going
wish.
to come to
Rockstar.
PC, and it just hasn't happened.
That's
I think
fine.
that-
At least I have a console to play it on. It's
I
fine.
think there was like a demo years ago or something maybe that got people excited. I don't remember. I have never played it, so. But that's awesome. There's a lot of good Star Wars games in there. I know that's kind of my thing, but playing KOTOR 2 on a console, potentially less buggy than before, even though you can't play with the amazing mods on PC, but like Republic Commando, Jedi Starfighter, Jedi Academy, Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, those are all good. I like all those games, so I kind of... Maybe I'll hook up my Xbox One again finally, or it's still hooked up, but maybe I'll finally use it again. Play some games.
Man, you won't.
Probably not, but I would like to think I might. I would. Okay, let me put it this way. Other than playing, like, I did it 3 times, Call of Duty Remastered with my brother, I haven't booted up my Xbox One in, like, over a year. So, really, I'll take anything. But I do think Morrowind is huge, because getting Morrowind, like the big Elder Scrolls game before Oblivion, even though I don't love it, I know that there's still lots of people who love Morrowind, like, fanatically, so they're probably happy.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool. It would make me flip my shit and make me do the Let's Play I've wanted to do for years finally? If MechAssault 1 and 2...
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Got these games.
I would be so happy. Fucking MechAssault. Oh, I love MechAssault. Now I'm reminding myself of our series where we went back to all the old consoles.
The only reason I know about these games is just from hearing you talk about them.
No, they were a lot of fun.
No, but like I hadn't heard of them prior to that.
No, I know. They were like the Mech Warrior Baby Edition for consoles, so they were good. Shots fired. That's okay.
What?
Anyway, we will continue onward into the weirdest
what?
news of them all.
That's right, 'cause it's not news. It's just a bunch of weeb shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get into it.
It's the start of the brand new season, so as a result, there's not a lot of announcements or anything. So I thought I'd just do a season breakdown of the shows that have come out so far, what we think of them, because a lot of us are watching, and by a lot of us, me and Tim are watching 2 of the shows on this list.
Tyler's backing down on the only one that he watched out of the 2 that I've seen, so
I've
just
been
us, Freeman.
busy playing shit.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right, so we'll talk about that one in the least spoiler way possible, but I put all the acronyms
There's
on
no
here.
spoilers for either of them.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so starting off, we got Boku no Hero Academia / My Hero Academia.
No, it's just My Hero Academia.
Yeah, Boku no My Hero Academia. So the first episode comes out, and I'm not entirely sure what the deal is, but Japan is dead convinced that anyone who watches this show cannot remember who any of the characters are on a week-to-week basis, and decided that every single time a character shows up, you absolutely must give their name, their abilities, their nicknames, their blood type. All this shit pops up on screen.
It's so funny.
And they've decided, I know they started in season 2, they did it because they originally didn't think they would come back for season 2. They did a quick overview of who everyone is, and it was fine because it wasn't really the full episode. For season 3, they knew the hype was big. A lot of people are jumping in for the first time, like, okay.
That's exactly
unlike America, where we expect people to, watch a show before jumping in at season 3, let's assume no one knows anything and spend a whole episode recapping every single episode up till now and going full in depth about who every single character is.
I don't think that's fair. There's been so much. I mean, the show was big, I'm sure, back in season 1, then in season 2, but the show is really big now.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm surprised that they would do a recap episode at the start of season 3 when it's
I'm not
just
surprised.
Huge.
I'm annoyed that this is like now a standard thing.
Yes, I too.
Yeah,
am
I
annoyed.
want some new shit.
However, so like Freeman said, this was just a recap episode. Look at all the shit we did to get here. Look at Deku getting the powers and everything.
I don't give a fuck. Release 2 episodes then.
That would have been better.
No, it would have been great. It would have been really
not
cool.
wrong. But even still, watching them all hang out at the pool was pretty great.
Oh, spoiler.
It's filler. It doesn't matter. But
It's filler,
I'll
but
put it
it's
this way,
great filler.
the part that wasn't recap was entertaining to watch, and I was very happy that they had it.
Okay, Tyler, this isn't a spoiler. I'm not going to tell you anything in particular, but the part of the whole thing at the pool is while they're working out, they decide to make it a competition because they always make it a competition in an anime. And so they start doing 50-meter races in the pool. I'm not going to say anything beyond that, but it is hysterical.
It gets out of control real fast.
Damn.
Oh
Anyway,
my god.
What did you think of the opening?
Why'd you bring me down?
Yo, no. So this is a point of contention
It's
in the community.
Okay, the community is wrong if it's a point of contention. Unfortunately, while I will say the third opening took some time to get used to, and I will keep watching it, this feels off the bat to just be tonally wrong. Not just a song that's weird, it is tonally dissonant.
So the big issue everyone's bringing up here is that they stepped up how hype they tried to make the animation for the opening, but it almost seems like this animation was written for a different song because it does not match the pacing of the song that much. And at first I thought it was just because Overworld's an odd band who likes to change the beat structure in their songs a lot during the bridge, but it wasn't even so much as that. Like when you're in the chorus where it is your standard like 4x4 beat, nothing in the opening matches the song at all. Like I'm not talking tone. I'm talking like speed of the song, and it feels like they swapped it at the last second or something.
I just think the song doesn't match at all. The song is really low key and kind of slow, and really doesn't build the hype like the three other ones. Regardless of which you think the best ones are, at least they all had some kick and punch to them. This one just felt flat.
So this is something you're going to learn the more you watch shonen anime, is that they like to do this. They like to throw you a curveball opening that is not exciting in the slightest.
I don't care.
When
That's
Naruto
good for them.
When
It's
Naruto
wrong.
Shippuden came out, the first opening was a rap song, and I was like, we want like a hype song. So the second song was rock. Then the third one comes in, and it's like some slow pop song. And from that point on, well, not Toei Animation, Studio Pierrot is like, all right, every other opening has to be something different.
Ugh.
And they started doing that. And then also the same thing happened with Bleach, where every other opening was, a solid rock song, and then it would be like, oh, let's downplay the tone because it's got to be serious. And from what I know about this season, serious shit is going to happen. So they wanted to upplay how serious the tone is going to get in the second half of this arc.
Yeah, but isn't the second half of the arc going to be when we're starting to get into the next opening?
No, that's going to be a different arc.
Oh, okay.
Like this training camp arc is the first 13 or so.
Okay.
It was the first 8, I think, and then the next arc's going to kick in.
Are we getting all the episodes in one block?
What do you
I
mean?
forget. Like we're not doing the half season.
No, it's
bullshit.
not. It's not a split core. It's a 25 continuous run.
Okay, so we got a few months of happiness.
Yeah, we have 6 months of this show. But speaking of split cores, up next on our acronym
wait.
list. Wait, what?
No, keep going. Never mind.
We
never
got
mind.
Food Wars / Shokugeki no Soma, which had its first episode come out 2 days ago
Woo!
from time of recording. And unlike Food Wars,
oh baby,
unlike Food Wars, that show picked up immediately where it left off and
Hell
went straight
yeah.
back into the action.
Now, it is very important. I know we've probably talked about this, and I know you were probably going to say it, but I'm going to jump in because after this point, I can't comment on anything. This, while being much more exciting than My Hero was overall, cheats because this is the second half of a season, not a whole new season.
Yes, I agree with that statement.
However, it was such a nice palate cleanser to help recover from My Hero and get me hyped for My Hero this week to see a show where shit actually happened, and it was so... Freeman, you were nail biting during that cooking scene in that episode, weren't you?
I mean, I wasn't nail biting. Like I knew some crazy shit was gonna happen just because.
No, when he's egging her on, he's like, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. It's like, is she gonna say it? It was so hype.
So, how do I describe it? I
was
love
so
that
excited.
episode in particular just because of the whole character arc going on between the two of them. Like I've been waiting for shit
Yep.
to go off since season 1. So like this was a highly anticipated episode.
It was great. It was like, Tyler, you know how some shows really botch the mid-season comeback? Where they just come back kind of weak. This one came back without any major real revelations, but they finally doubled down on actually having not a like romantic relationship, but evolving the relationship between the two main characters a lot. Like they had their first intimate again moment that lasted more than about a minute on screen, and it was fantastic.
And it was one of the things they've just been like hinting at or building up to for a while.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh man, it was so much fun.
The only complaint I have, and I fucking wish I didn't even know about it, is the first 3 minutes was all panning shots, and it was like I was
I'm done. Podcast
very aware of the whole thing.
Podcast over.
To the point where I was like very distracted in the first 3 minutes of that episode. 'Cause I'm like, for the love of God, like just hold the camera still while people are talking. I can't do this.
I'm so glad I have
panning shots.
purged. I'm so glad I'm not at your depth.
I'm trying
where
so hard
It
to
doesn't
not notice
register to
it.
me.
After like the middle, once they started cooking, I didn't notice it anymore. But it's also an issue of like in the back of my head, I know it's there. And the second I catch that it's happening, I'm gonna like keep.
Can I ask you a
about
question, Freeman?
Yeah.
I forget. Is Food Wars an manga or is it
Yes, it
just
is.
the anime? Okay.
Yeah, it's in Shonen Jump.
Okay. Do you have any idea what this whole train thing is? Because the intro and outro of the episode both involve lots of shots with trains, and it's just this weird thematic thing that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole arc about them. I think it's they're running away from Totsuki. And
Wow.
trains are heavily involved.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad it makes sense then, because I was like, did they just pick the theme of trains going on?
No, this is like an important arc that's coming up.
Cool. Yeah, that whole speech at the end, that was pretty good. That was pretty
Yeah,
hype.
it's real good.
Getting ready to actually stand up and, not just roll over and die. Anyway, Freeman, go talk on your rant on your
All right.
monologue for a
All right,
little while.
What do you think? What do you think this next acronym is?
Oh, that's a Sword Art thing.
Yeah, the first one is.
I see the SAO.
Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online. So
Jeez.
I went into the show with like bare minimum expectations, and I
Rock
walked out.
bottom.
I walked out with an amazing adaptation of PUBG the anime.
PUBG the anime.
Not gonna lie, that's what this is, and it was really entertaining. I loved the first episode. I even rewatched with my buddy Dave yesterday. It has all of the like elements that made Sword Art Online cool, without all the shitty parts that are Kirito and the rest of the main cast. Because it's all about a different cast of characters, all playing essentially, which is like a VR shooter. But they handled it really well. I'm excited to see where the season goes. I recommend this to even people who hated Sword Art Online.
Ooh.
If you think you like PUBG, if you're one of those Fortnite kids, you're gonna love this.
Oh, you're one of those Fortnite kids. Damn.
This is
What do you guys
Is
think the
it-
next one is?
this there's no Persona 5 Arena.
That's right. Persona 5, the animation started on Sunday.
Wait, did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Hell yeah.
And I'm very excited because I remember when I watched the Persona 4 anime, which coincidentally started like a month or two after I finished Persona 4, which was not even close to when it came out. Persona 4 came out in like 2007, and I beat it in like 2011, 2012. Happened to be like a week before the anime started. And it was jarring switching to the anime because Persona 4 was based on an art style some guy came up with in 2002. So when they had to port it to the anime, they changed all the characters and it looked very jarring. But with Persona 5, it's so recent that they were able to keep the exact game style for all the characters in the show. And
That's
it felt like I was watching just like extended cutscenes for the game.
Cool.
Because they also included the
Huh.
music from the game, which added to that immersion.
Nice.
Overall, if you played Persona 5, the anime is great. I'm always on the fence about recommending this to people who haven't played the game because it does cut out a lot and changes some things. Like, my favorite part of Persona 5 is when it opens up, like, everyone treats you like absolute shit. Like, Persona 4, everyone's like, oh, hey, you're the new kid in school. Persona 5 is, fuck you, get out of my town.
Damn. Shit.
And they really downplayed the whole everybody hates you aspect in the anime because they tried to compress, like, the first 3 hours of tutorial shit into just, like, a 20-minute episode. And they covered all the plot points, but they did have to cut down all of like the exposition of everyone hating you. So, I don't know how much I'd recommend this over actually going and playing the game, but if you played the
We
game,
hate you storyline is
100%
released.
watch this.
Cool.
All right, take a guess at the next one because this one is.
Tyler, any ideas?
Persona,
Tell me when
I
you
don't
give up.
know.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. A Devilman.
Fuck outta here.
Devilman!
No,
I'm Devilman!
no, no. Stop ruining this.
Look, I
one
saw
is-
the D. It was funny.
This was a joke. Darling in the Franxx, aka Waifu Wars
Oh.
2018 Part
Oh,
1.
there it is. Yep.
So Darling in the Franxx had a really, really good episode 13 last week. Enough that people are really changing their tune about the show. It explained why some characters act certain ways, and people are like piecing together scenes from the first 5 episodes. Like, this is exactly why blah blah scene is happening, and so is behaving this way, and blah blah has whatever character flaw. And it's gotten to the point where they're starting to reveal. They're starting to take the shroud off the mystery that is Darling in the Franxx. This show has just been one giant world of this doesn't make sense. Coincidentally, that episode came out during the anime subreddit's Q1 Waifu Wars, where only waifus introduced in Q1 2018 were eligible, and the semifinals were all Darling in the Franxx characters, which everyone was a little butthurt about. Anyone who's watched
A
Darling in the
little.
Franxx knows that the pink-haired girl, 02, is the front runner. But everyone hates that she's the front runner, so everyone's gonna pick her out until episode 13 comes out and suddenly gives us a sympathetic view of this otherwise irredeemable character. And then we saw the biggest blowout we've ever seen in Waifu Wars history, with 02 winning. I think it was like 5,000 votes to like 1.1 thousand.
Wow.
We've never seen a blowout like this, and I
Jeez.
fucking hated it because I voted for the competitor because I actually think Ichigo is a legitimately good character. So all my waifus lost to the trash waifu of the season, and Darling in the Franxx will continue. Hopefully, it gets
Unfortunate.
even better. I'm really hoping it has like an amazing last half, so that way I can tell other people, yeah, it's worth sitting through the first 6 or 7 odd episodes just to get to the good stuff.
Like Tyler.
Tyler is
Wow.
a prime target for this speech.
Wow. Wow.
I can't confirm the legitimacy of it yet.
Wow.
Give me 10 weeks.
Fine.
Am I wrong, Tyler?
Let me know. No, you're not wrong. But shit, you don't gotta call me out like this.
Call you out. You said
Call
yourself you
me
didn't
out.
love the show.
Shh.
How's that calling you out?
Because
you called him out.
Yeah, because you called me out.
Oh my god.
The fuck, Richard?
All right, so what do you guys think the last two stand for?
Um,
I don't know.
too long
too
did not
didn't read it.
read. Yeah, actually,
And what's
too
that
long
last one
did not
stand for?
read. GG's. Man, fuck you.
Yeah, all right, that's it for the weeb shit.
Fuck
my
you and the
God.
horse you rode in on.
Wow.
Put these
Wow.
little pranks in the weeb shit every week.
Wow. Wow.
GG easy. You're gonna get banned.
Gonna get canceled.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna
gonna
say
get
podcast's
canceled.
gonna get canceled before you even realize what's happening.
I'm already dead.
Oh my
Jesus.
god. All right, so with that, then let's talk more about My Hero. No, I'm kidding. Let's circle back around. Hold on. No, we are going to take our break, and when we return, we are going to go to the topic that is: how are subscriptions killing ownership? Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is.
I mean, it is a
Yeah,
thing. It is
it
happening.
is.
It is.
It's happening.
Topic over.
All right.
Topic cancel.
See you when we get back.
Yep, be back in a sec. And we're back with slight change of plans. During the break, Tyler and Freeman both admitted that they're not feeling amazing tonight, so we're gonna abbreviate the second half of the show,
Because the show must go on.
and we're actually going to. Oh, I know what we can do. People have asked for D&D stories before. Why don't we recount the story? Because we kind of brought it up last week. Why don't we just
Ooh.
recount the story of what happened in the Leslie lacking session 2 weeks ago?
Yo, that was some
Oh
crazy.
my god, our side
shit.
quest. All right.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. So let me set the scene for everybody listening. So this is just gonna be our topic for the day. By the way, we'll do this D&D story next week. We'll actually do subscriptions, but so we didn't do D&D for like 3 weeks because of schedule conflicts. Because Leslie was constantly busy with shit, basically. Because
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm
To her.
pretty sure it was like she was busy twice, and
One of them was me. I
one
don't
was
remember
you.
what it was, but it was my fault.
No.
Whatever. It's regardless. So we finally got to do a D&D session again, and Leslie's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to mention to everybody that I got this trip to California for a week."
It was back to back. It was the concert, and then it was the trip to California.
Yep.
And we're all like, "Fuck it, we want to play D&D." So,
Come on, Luigi. I mean Leslie.
So, I have I don't want to say too much because I actually don't think anyone but me, even in character, is supposed to really know. But I have established a contact on the side, in our D&D campaign. Is that fair to say, Tyler?
Yeah. I'll say that's complete. Well, there is some things that you're not allowed to say unless you're going to say it in character.
No, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is not wrong because
Yeah.
Freeman already knows in character that I have a contact that I got this information from.
Wait, I already know this in character.
I told you guys in character when we were doing the briefing. I said I got a contact
Yeah,
reached out to me.
said
and
I
gave
got
me
Oh, the
guy.
one who gave us the mission. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No one
I have,
knows whose it is except
I-
for Tim's character.
I didn't
Except
think
me.
anything of it at the time. I thought it was just Tyler's way of giving you the mission.
No. Actually, a contact that I have.
Okay.
So I got a message from this contact. Tyler, actually, it was cool. Tyler messaged me earlier in the day on Facebook, in character, and was like, "Hey, it's this guy. What about this?" And we had this back and forth. We negotiated and stuff like that. It was actually a lot of fun. That's the kind of shit I wish we could do more of, you know? Not
Yeah.
the actual rolling the dice and everything, like the
Yeah,
behind the
why do you
scenes
think
RP.
I added it?
No, it was great. I'm
Yeah,
saying I wish we
dude.
could do it more. Anyway, so I got information from my contact that there was a street gang that had. Oh shit! You know what? For this to make sense, Tyler, why don't you do a 2-minute
Like establish the
introduction to what
world.
your game is? Because I just realized it makes no sense if you think of classic D&D with knights and.
Oh
dudes like
yeah.
that.
So what's it called? I remember explaining it a little bit before, but basically, imagine a world where magic
In a
and
world.
technology are combined, and you
Final
get to
Fantasy
do
15.
awesome shit. Yeah, pretty much Final Fantasy. Actually, it's more like
7.
7 than anything. But yeah, it's all right. It's got like magic and stuff, guns. It's like
Kind of Deus Exy.
very Deus Exy with if Deus Ex had magic.
Deus Sexy.
Deus
no, you-
Sexy magic.
What was the other one? You said it was like Altered Carbon, kind of, but wasn't there another one too that we said? Oh, Cyberpunk.
Yes, yeah, Cyberpunk. Oh man, because I was all right. So I've been also reading because I didn't know. Did I tell you guys last week? I didn't know that it was a tabletop game first. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Wait, what was?
Cyberpunk.
Sorry, I thought you were talking. Oh, I knew that it was a tabletop game from Spoonie, but I didn't. don't
I
know
had
anything
no
about it, really.
fucking idea because I was watching a video of one of the co-writers, right, talking about how he was psyched for 2077
Wait, the co-writers of what?
of the original Cyberpunk 2020.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like it was like this featurette piece like that they made like a couple weeks ago, where the dude from Cyberpunk 2020 who like wrote it, he's like, "Yo, get this Cyberpunk 2077. It's fucking legit."
Oh man, do you think he's like seen it and gotten consulted on it?
Oh yeah,
Did he
he
reference?
yeah he said like he and like the rest of the team that like worked on the original Cyberpunk 2020, like they are working with CD Projekt
That
to
is so cool.
yeah, like and that's exciting. It's exciting to see some shit like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much like the whole mood I try to go for. So like the party gets a bunch of gadgets, different kinds of guns, different kinds of magical items that they can use. And yeah, it's pretty fun. I throw them into a bunch of scenarios, and Freeman dies a lot.
Look,
But there was one
in,
person
in the scenario we're talking about tonight, I did not die.
he did not die. He didn't actually die.
Well, no.
Well,
In
the
the session
Shane
we're
hasn't hit
I'm,
critical
I am
levels.
dying, but in the session we're talking about in tonight's podcast, I did fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Someone else didn't.
In terms of this story, you did fine.
Now, Luigi, on their hand, his name being Douglas Mullen.
With the accent.
Yeah, you gotta say it with the accent. Douglas
It's got to be
Mullen.
exact, but also mildly inconsistent from week to week.
Yes. especially that. I like how he goes and he tries to do it and he just says fuck it.
Yeah.
Um,
He
Starts off
spent
strong.
too much time as Johnny C.
too much time as Johnny C.
From our
But
previous game.
yeah, from our previous game, fucking Joker, motherfucker. But yeah, it was a crazy, like, just that whole session was just hilarious.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, you want to tell the battle scene? You want to
well,
recreate
no,
that?
I was gonna start. I was starting from the beginning, and then we
Yeah.
just stopped for world building.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
You're skipping ahead.
Sorry.
No, so I got this message from a contact who reached out and was like, "Hey, this gang has some strangely high tech, some weapons that really shouldn't be on the streets." And I went, "Okay, we'll take care of it." And we got paid well for the job. I think we got 5,000 credits.
Yeah.
It's the most
So
we've
it
been
ended up
paid
being
so
like-
far.
Yeah, pretty much our best paying mission I got from a contact. Anyway, so all I got was the information that there's this gang in this warehouse with these weapons. You should take them out. I don't care what happens, just make sure that they're off the streets, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say or anything else really. But since Leslie wasn't here, Tyler just said, "Hey, her character vanished for a day." Whatever.
We still didn't do her shit either.
That's true. We didn't establish where she had been.
She doesn't
or were
even
you-
know where she's been.
I was gonna say you did. Are you saying you were gonna do like a one-on-one session thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we moved to the warehouse, and Freeman, I'll let you pick it up since I've been talking this whole time.
So if I remember correctly, we had like split the party a little bit. We did some scouting. We were driving around with synthwave playing from our flying car.
Oh my god! Yeah.
And we scout out
A
this.
squared.
We scout out this warehouse. Our sub team of the two of us is known as A Squared because our names are Arthur and Arden. So A Squared has been the subgroup, and I remember we roll up. There's one dude guarding the entrance, and I was like, "Nah, we're just gonna intimidate the shit out of this guy." And we're just like, "Buddy, get out of the way." And I think we rolled pretty good in our intimidate. I don't remember what.
No, he didn't go for it.
Oh, he
Oh
didn't go for
no,
it?
he straight up was like, I remember he pulled up his shirt to show his fucking big ass gun that he had tucked away in his pants, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
So I said, "Get your face the fuck out of here."
And then he fucking blasted him, fucking
That's
Arthur
right, Eldritch
fucking-
Blast.
Eldritch
Bah.
Blast. Right to the face.
So he was out cold.
He was donezo.
So I
It was
think-
great.
So I think we started sneaking in while the rest of the team went in from the back.
Yeah, during the time we took out the front guard, Val and Luigi had already infiltrated and gotten into a firefight.
I mean, Tyler and Luigi.
Oh yeah, because Val was occupied. Tyler role-playing as Val's character. being
Yeah.
shockingly effective.
Yeah, yo, shockingly.
Almost disturbingly effective with this character.
I'm probably gonna get beat up after this. She
I'm
can-
probably gonna get beat up after this damn. You know, I'm glad I ain't in Ohio. But yeah, they faced off against like probably one of the most versatile things I ever threw at you guys. Honestly, you had exoskeletons, you had a dude who transformed into this fucking monster.
Gorilla.
Yeah, this
Yeah, he-
gorilla thing and an armored vehicle.
There's some tough shit.
That last one though sounds so much less interesting after the guy who turns into a gorilla monster
right,
and
yeah.
an APC.
Hey, listen, that APC fucked you guys.
Oh no, I know.
Oh, that was
I know.
actually the final boss.
Yeah, actually, I didn't know which was fucking harder, the fucking monkey thing or the fucking APC. I really didn't know.
I mean, the APC only almost killed one of us. The monkey thing didn't almost kill anybody.
Look, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
true.
the APC was super strong. It was also that someone rolled super poorly.
All right, so
Yeah.
one of you two, whoever one wants to pick it up, please explain what's going on, because now we're just talking in circles. So we walked into this warehouse from both sides. Me and Freeman are running to the back to try
So
to
we're hearing
catch
the
up to
gunshots
Tyler and
popping
Luigi,
off.
because we can hear gunshots. And we turn the corner, and they are already engaged.
Tyler,
with
you want to pick us up here?
starts
'Cause you're gonna
yeah,
do
story.
with these ads basically, and they're taking them out pretty well. Actually, the ads are kind of taking them out themselves because I was rolling shit. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Like all of a sudden, like they were lighting each other on fire and shit.
Well, also you were rolling terrible for them, but as soon as you took over Val's character, you started rolling
Yeah,
amazingly well.
I started rolling fucking like a god. It was the RN gods were looking after these motherfuckers, and I'm like, wow, fuck you. But so after a lot of these ads, get dispatched, one of them ends up sneaking past all these guys and getting into this APC. At which point it drives the fuck out and it starts spraying up the entire room, very indiscriminate of friend of foe. So not only did the party get shot up, but so did the enemy's friendlies got shot up. At which point, Luigi, our barbarian, decides it would be a good idea to run up to this armored vehicle and try to jump on the hood of it and try to break its windshield.
Oh my god! What did you try to like punch it, or did he use his axe for this?
He tried to use his axe,
Hell yeah.
which didn't matter what he used, unless he had like a really decent amount of firepower or some kind of destructive magic. Like nothing was. I'll keep it honest. Nothing was really gonna punch through that thing. Like you guys would have had to use like what I did, right? And use magic to attack it essentially to like blow it up. But
Woo.
yeah, so he did that. At which point nothing happened, and so the gun swiveled to him
Oh boy.
and then shot him. And
Oh,
so
wow.
I was trying out this new thing where I guess this is like because I want to at least introduce like automatic weapons at least to like you guys potentially later, right? So I'm like, let me try it here, see how this goes, right? Which I talked to everybody about it, and like it was a pretty good idea, right? But what sucks is when a motherfucker takes. So it's so to clarify, the system is.
We're using D&D 5.0.
We're
base,
using
by the
D&D
way.
5, yeah, D&D 5e base. A lot of this stuff I'm using, like the guns and all the damage values, that's homebrew. And what I'm about to tell you is an inspiration from, I forgot where I got this from, but basically, using like if you're firing like an automatic weapon, the attacker would make their standard attack roll, and if they hit, they hit. But if they want to do an automatic fire, then they would do it says say it takes like 5 rounds from your magazine, and the person who they're attacking has to make a dex saving throw against the machine gun, right? And so, or they would take upon success, they'll only take the normal damage dealt. However, if they don't, they take the full damage of the automatic assault rifle, which, full disclosure, it was 4d6. If you end up, if you fail the dex save, you took 46. And mind you, he already failed the first dex save throw.
Just to put things into context, I have the lowest health in the party, and I have like 26 health right now.
Yeah, monks. But fucking Luigi, he has like 56 health. He got sprayed up, so he took 24 damage on top of whatever the ads did to him before that. And then, right after he tried to break the windshield, rolls a 1 for the dex save. So not only did I award him a down, so he was down. He was fucking down. Now that I think about it, oh shit, now that I think about it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I feel like he should have died on the spot now.
Well, as opposed to having one.
No, wait, no, he wouldn't have. He has to take double his HP. That's right. He has to take double his HP in order to die instantly.
Woo.
But basically, it doesn't matter. Because it really didn't matter, because on top of that 1, I was like, all right, you're down. I got to punish you more. So when you're down in 5e and someone hits you, right, that's 2 saving throws out of 3 that you fail. And when you get 3 death saving throws, you die. So he not only went down, he has 2 death save fails, or death fails. And then no one was able to go in and resuscitate him because it was his turn next. At which point he had to make a death save or a death save. Fails a death save, dies. Like, by the book, died. There was no coming back. And so the party doesn't know that he's dead. They know he got blown out of his Nikes. He's on the floor bleeding. Didn't know he actually died. I was role-playing Val, and I'm like, all right, how would Darian do? Darian would be so sorrowful. He would be so upset that he would try to resuscitate his friend, like not knowing that he's dead. And so to do this, I was like, you know what? I'm going to roll a D20, right? Because Darian is a cleric. He prays to a higher being and gets all of his powers from this higher being. And I was like, you know what? If I get a 20, Luigi's alive. Let me just roll this. Let's see what happens. Nat 20.
Woo!
Nat 20. The fucking Darian glows green as he runs towards Luigi. She loses all consciousness and her god takes control pretty much.
So you keep changing between he and she.
Because she's playing as
a male named Darian.
Yeah.
Just to clear up the confusion.
Yes.
Because man, I get confused. So she runs over, fucking heals the shit out of him, resurrects him. I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm glad, because then that means I don't have to go through the trouble of introducing a new character. But which is also good. Double good is that y'all know I have no remorse killing a nigga.
It distilled some fear, especially given how bad I failed in the following session. I'm very afraid about what's about to happen.
Yo, just don't roll ones already.
Yo, look, I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Look, it takes a lot of skill to pull off rolling a 2 and then rolling a 1.
You were actually in good shape, even though you thought you were gonna die. I'm sure, unless your teammates were potato, you would have gotten resuscitated.
I've got hope.
Yeah.
As opposed to what we thought was a no hope scenario in this particular session.
Yeah, no. Then I like how the dude just ends up getting defeated. Fucking Arthur, Tim here, just fucking puts darkness on him.
Dude, it was
and then
great.
he just drives into a wall and that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, buddy.
But that was creative though. I like that. I like
I had
that
to
a
do
lot.
something, and I don't have that many spells.
Oh, on air. Friedman, you get an inspiration. Did I tell you that?
No, I
You
didn't
did.
hear about this.
Wait,
Oh yeah.
Good, because I totally should have used it last week.
no, you did tell him that because he used it. Didn't he make the joke? Wasn't that the thing?
Oh no, that's
You
Luigi.
got
Luigi got the
Luigi.
inspiration.
Oh, okay.
No, Friedman also gets an inspiration.
Damn it.
Sweet.
I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? You should get one too, Tim. I realized because we did that back and forth and it was good. You committed to
Oh.
that.
Yay!
You got your
I
good boy points for
appreciate
the
that.
week.
Yeah,
Feel
you
free
got
to
the good
redeem
boy
them for
points.
some chicken tendies at your nearest D&D session.
my
See, you guys gotta let Val know about these inspiration points, man.
Don't worry. I'll brag about it next time I use it, because
Yeah.
I guarantee you I'm going to use it at the next shitty
Man.
roll I get.
Because
Hey, you know what?
last game was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
We
baby.
didn't get a lot of things done.
Oh,
When you fell down the
I want to tell
cliff-
them about my critical failure. So
Yeah, go
my
for it.
character is his whole gimmick is that he's a disciplined monk and he's super disciplined. And my catchphrase to say to criminals is, you lack discipline. So our mission is there's this front gate and half the team's gonna distract them, and me and Luigi are gonna go through the back because there's this section where the fence is open, but it's on this very exposed hill. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go up there, hopefully sneak in. If we draw attention, it happens, and the rest of our squad can come in. So there were 2 checks. It was stealth and acrobatics or athletics or something. I roll a 2 on the stealth and I roll a 1 on the athletics. So what happens is I was loud as shit, and then I proceeded to just fall down the hill, alerting everyone in this base that we were sneaking into that I'm fucking around on the hill.
Yep, it was great.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I can't imagine it's good in the slightest, given those roles.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's but you guys are in for a fun time on Thursday. Probably the opposite.
I'm fear for my life here.
You might have a problem. You guys might have multiple problems, considering they got to kill kids. Audience, they have to kill them.
No, we
got-
don't have. We're
gotta kill
trying
'em.
not to kill these child soldiers.
They are actively trying to not kill these child soldiers.
It kind of helps that I usually don't use lethal weapons.
Yeah,
It helps. It's not a
I am a
guarantee.
lethal weapon.
it does help. It does help.
I am a lethal weapon.
I am.
Hey,
I
man.
am the weapon.
Not with these
that was
roles. I'm
supposed
not.
to be. That was a lethal weapon joke, but at the same time, I mean, I have the strongest defensive magic on a regular basis of anybody in the crew.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those blasts.
Blast.
So yeah, that's
Good times.
D&D adventures at the moment.
So yeah, maybe next time we will do some more D&D stories. Not next time, but like down the road.
Next time we need like
Yeah.
a quick topic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we'll forget, but
Probably.
But
that
you
happens
know.
for almost everything, so.
Damn.
All right. I guess let's just do weeks real quick. Cause
Sure.
we should all get to bed. And I slept very poorly last night, so I actually honestly wouldn't mind stopping early too.
All right, I like the sound of that. So I guess
Let's start. You want to start, Friedman?
I'll go first. I was supposed to
Sure.
see Ready Player One yesterday. But
Ah.
my friend who was coordinating it, his dad suffered. It wasn't a heart attack, but it was like something like that.
Oh God.
He had to
man.
undergo. It wasn't open heart surgery. He had to have essentially had a clogged artery, and then to put this tube in to essentially open up the artery. So he's fine, but that was taken up. That took up his whole weekend into Monday, just being there with his dad.
Yeah.
And, we all understand. We're like, yeah, we'll reschedule. But now that whole plan's up in the air. I think we might end up going without him because he's like, go ahead without me. So I think on Sunday we're gonna go see Ready Player One, and I'm just like dying to see this movie already. We were supposed to see it the night it came out, and someone's like, "No, let's wait till Passover's over so I can eat popcorn." So now we can go. It's just a matter of time. Might do it on Sunday. Not sure yet. But other than that, what am I doing? I'm supposed to catch up on what's that show? Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Season
you
3
said you were
marathon, and
trying.
I'm still like in the middle of season 1, so I might marathon that
Yeah.
this weekend. But I also need to go through some of the Marvel movies I haven't seen yet to get ready for Avengers. I already discussed that in depth with Tyler and Leslie and got some heavy criticism for the number of movies I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck?
okay, that's what I hear all the time from Val and her family. Oh my God, you never saw Men in Black? It's like you're not even alive.
Holy shit!
Black, really?
But yeah,
Yo,
that's
but
it.
Men in Black's great. What the fuck?
No,
I need
it's not.
sugar, water.
Yeah, we watched it and I was like,
They
Love
made
that
you.
movie.
They made you see. But
yeah,
yeah,
of course they
We're
did.
not
My mom was
hosting an intergalactic carrier.
Any time we were at their house and it came up that I hadn't seen a movie that her mom was like, "Oh my God, this is such an important, amazing movie," she would immediately DVR it
Oh my
within a
God.
week and be like,
Damn.
next time I was over, Tim, why don't we watch the movie? I just happen to have it on DVR now, so let's just watch Men in Black. Yes, fine, I guess so.
Damn. Sorry,
But-
not sorry.
Yes, this weekend's just me a lot of watching shit and catching up on stuff that I should have seen a long time ago.
That's okay. I was listening to the CinemaSins podcast today, and they mentioned so many movies I want to rewatch, like The Fugitive, Airplane. Oh God, there's a whole bunch. I got to re-listen to the episode.
Man, I've
They've-
watched
they've been doing
Airplane
this-
forever.
They've been doing this thing where, since we stole the theme idea from them so long ago, or like the multi-week theme, they've been doing talking about famous movies by state that they were filmed in or about. Oh, so they talked about they did Chicago today, so they also brought up like the Untouchables. Oh my God, so many good crime movies in Chicago. Fuck. So yeah, I'm like, I want to watch all these, and then we come home and we just put on How I Met Your Mother again because Val wanted to start watching it.
Oh
again.
my
It
God!
was-
Wait,
Oh
how
my
far in
God.
did you guys go?
Well, we started, so I'm watching it thanks to my old coworkers. The service I told you guys
Oh,
about.
that's right, 'cause it's not on Netflix anymore.
It is not anymore. We started. What was it? Like the second to last episode of season 6 was what my friend had for some reason, and from there he had to like the first episode of season 9.
That's like the worst part of the show. That season 3 to 5 is peak How I Met Your Mother.
Well, so you're not wrong, but we're still watching it.
You guys need to
It's
stop
one of-
rewatching shows, you fucks.
Yeah, you gotta watch more anime.
You need to watch more new shit.
You gotta watch more anime.
Anyway, no, we don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
you
It's fun to
do.
watch-
Fuck
Dude,
you.
I'm currently watching 25 shows at the same time.
Jesus
Now,
Christ.
that number is loaded and isn't actually an accurate number. But you need to get on my level.
I don't want to.
Except you need to.
I'm happy about not being. Hey, no. We've been rewatching a lot of stuff, but I have been playing. I'll talk about it during my week. I've been playing a lot of video games, but what I was gonna say was for How I Met Your Mother, we are already into season 8, so we honestly don't have that much left to rewatch. But it is so much fun constantly egging Val on because you guys both watched that show, right? When it was new, did you?
Nope.
Yeah, I was watching it as it was coming out from like season 4 on.
So Freeman, you probably also saw the tweet then.
Yes, I did.
So Tyler, you've probably at least heard of how astronomically divisive the ending of the show is.
Yeah, I have heard. I know what the ending is.
Yeah, so every time there's like a scene of Ted and Robin being happy with someone else, or every time Ted gets serious talking about or there's like a love scene where they talk about being with someone who you love and cherish, I just turn to Val and I'm like, and then Ted ends up with Robin after the mom dies.
Damn.
suddenly.
Damn rip.
And she gets so mad at me. It's hilarious.
Rip.
But actually, though, Freeman, you again saw the tweet. I tweeted out the other day. I was like, man, watching this show, it's really amazing to just rethink about how shitty the ending of this show is. It's really
It makes
awful.
me angry. I can't it invalidates so much of the last quarter of that show. That
Like
it
we're-
just makes
'cause-
that part not worth watching at all. Like there are good episodes in the first 3 quarters of that show that I don't mind watching given the ending. The last quarter of that show is ruined by how they ended it.
the last we're like I said, we're in season 8, and season 7 and 8 is the Barney and Robin marriage saga.
Yeah.
And that whole storyline falls apart at the end of the show when they're like, it just didn't work.
Yeah, that sounds like shit.
I think, aren't there people who like it though, Friedman?
No. I don't know anyone who likes this ending.
Same.
Okay,
This
that's
is
fair. I feel like I
universally
remember hearing
hated.
that, but
So much that they took some guy had edited the last episode together to cut out literally everything after the wedding and just kind of end it on this like happier note. And they went and they
Oh, good.
ended up taking that cut and they put it on the DVD as the
wow.
where it just ends with like Ted's monologue while he's at the station and he sees the mother.
It's actually a huge betrayal, Tyler. It really it's one of those things where you know how some games you go back and you're like, oh, I see, or Sixth Sense. That's not a spoiler.
No, God.
Sixth Sense, that kind of thing where you go
Yeah.
back and watch it and you see all the hints.
Wait, why? What's the
Like-
spoiler for Sixth Sense?
Oh, stop it.
Fuck out of here.
But it's one of those things where you're watching and you're like, how the fuck did they take all of these lessons and things and character development and just throw it all out the window?
Because they picked the ending 9 years ago and didn't realize it was a bad ending at the time.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I interrupted someone's week. I think it was yours, Freeman.
It's,
No,
it's
'cause you
fine. I
guys
was
were
done.
yelling at me
We
about
basically
shows.
transitioned into your week with the having your mother
Yeah.
discussion.
That's fine. I'll just finish off mine then. Very sad news. Again, Freeman probably saw this on... Freeman, are you using Twitter now?
No, I went on to see if you repost my meme and just looked through your like last week's feed.
Oh, I did repost the meme eventually. I think I was delayed doing it. It's hilarious. But sadly, I finished playing Witcher 3 on Saturday.
Burr, burr, burr. Burr, burr,
For those of you who-
burr.
No, it's actually really sad. I tweeted out I waited until Monday because I got distracted and then I forgot and I was like, oh yeah, and then I was editing it, so I figured I should do it. But 81 parts, so about 40 hours of record, probably more like 45 at least, maybe even 50 with longer edited episodes in there. 107 hours and 45 minutes of total game time from start to finish.
Damn.
And as I pointed out in my tweet, if you listen to the show, you remember we did our top 10 games, and this was my number 4. However, this is the first game. This is the only game on that top 10 list, I believe, that has come out in the last 10 years. That, to me, that says something about the quality of this game in today's day and age. And for me, as a person so much older than when I played all these games that I played as a kid, I can't say enough good things about Witcher 3. Even if you've watched the LP, I would go buy and play the game. It's just so enjoyable. I really do love it. So I am sad that it's over. But at the same time, I know I said we're watching How I Met Your Mother. That's what we're just watching together. Well, aside from anime, of course. I'm at least watching some anime, Freeman, okay? It's better than most of my life where I watched zero.
But it could be better.
But it's on the up. Can't you just accept
More.
the
You must consume more.
God.
You know you have 2 people you live with you could make watch more anime.
No, I'm never here to make them watch anime.
Yeah, this motherfucker's never here.
Dude, I just disappear. I
Um,
show up to sleep.
Actually,
No, but however, with Witcher 3 done, I've been putting tons of time into Shadow of War. The game is really fun. I've really been enjoying Shadow of War. There's some really cool improvements from Shadow of Mordor. The game feels a lot bigger, and I gotta say the whole army system feels like it matters a lot more now that you have this attack fortresses system, which is really cool. I don't know if the online elements just aren't working or if I'm so low level no one cares, but there's like a whole system where you can get invaded and have your fortresses broken into by other players, and I've never had it happen. But yeah, that game's really fun. Freeman, I need to finally talk to you this week about getting that partition set up
Oh, yeah.
at some point, either like maybe when we do the Dominaria episode, if we have extra time or something, if we have a few hours on Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
make it work.
But yeah, I don't even want to say what game it is. I've probably given it away. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I'm going to be so hyped when I start recording that game. It's actually going to be insane. Other than that, not much. I'm just like every spare minute, I'm just grinding away in Shadow of War. I've been trying to record as much of it as I can. I guess I'll say I mentioned it earlier, but I'm thinking this week I'm going to record the first episode of Command Me about the new deck I'm designing. I currently have an Excel document with 98 non-land cards. Freeman knows that struggle.
Oh, no.
So now I have to cut that down to about 63 cards.
Are you posting
so
the deck lists in the like episode descriptions?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they're there. This one probably won't be, just because this one is in progress, and I probably won't even finish it on camera if it's too difficult to find things to put. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. It's really cool. Oh, excuse me. It's fun building a new deck again, and I'm putting a lot of time and thought into it, because this has to be the one that takes the Depala slot away and puts her on a shelf for posterity.
Damn. Depala was your girl. She was the Gurren Lagann of EDH.
She is still one of my girls, but she just Let me put it this way. People at the store have actually talked about Brawl. If I really wanted to, I could probably convert Depala into a Brawl deck.
You could.
Because
It's just illegal.
it just means put some more shitty dwarves and shitty vehicles in and much shittier artifacts. But honestly, the deck would probably work.
Would function, yeah.
So that's the backup if I really, really want to. But otherwise, she'll just sit on a shelf and be there for whenever I feel like pulling her out again. Because she just doesn't... The store is competitive enough that without a decently tuned Boros deck, and she just doesn't attack... Like, vehicles just doesn't work in Commander, I've realized.
Just too much
It really
resources to
doesn't.
keep creatures around.
Yeah, it's just... It's too much investment. The one time you like get a good vehicle out with like one of the modifications to turn it into a permanent creature,
Yeah.
it's just not worth it. It's not worth the investment. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
hit or
not
miss.
worth it at all. No, not
I
at
know, I'm
all.
sorry.
I
I'm
can tell
sorry.
how
I'm
invested you are in this
sorry.
conversation.
Um
Dozing off.
no. But
Tired.
I'll probably keep it updated a little bit, but I'll probably record that episode of Command Me this week since I still have some Witcher to last probably into next week in terms of uploads and stuff, and then hopefully I'll have the other game running by then, finally. Other than that, Tyler, why don't you talk about your week?
Whoa, what? Oh, I'm awake. I promise I'm awake.
Oh my god.
What's it called? I'm not doing much. I'm just working. I thought I was gonna have a weekend off. Nah.
Oh,
Damn.
Tyler.
Yeah, nah. They told us we had to do more overtime this week, so I have to find
Oh my god.
time. I might have to just suck it up and do it Thursday. Maybe I
Are
can't
you
do
getting
it tomorrow.
paid overtime?
Yeah, I'm getting paid overtime.
All right, at least you got that going for you.
I don't know. I got to figure out what I'm doing because Leslie and I are going to her dad's house this weekend.
Oh, Freeman, perfect time to record when you don't have to lock yourself in your room. Just talk about magic and Tyler won't fall asleep through the wall.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
got to lock myself in unless we want, Danny and
That's
Callie
true.
on the track.
No, I'm doing experiments. All right, I'm doing experiments for you.
Oh, remind me to buy the foam pads.
Oh yeah,
For the
what was
door.
it? You noticed they stopped today. Like well,
Oh,
when you
this
got
afternoon?
home,
Yeah, I don't know what you did.
I turned the TV on.
Oh, is that really just the trick?
I don't know. So far, I have recorded only one session. I must do more experimentation.
I was almost about to go downstairs and finally go in and start the whole talk nice to Mugen so they know that they need to behave more like Mugen routine. But
Mhm.
at this point, I think they're just deathly afraid of me. Like I went down on Sunday morning to take Danny's blanket off, and they
Mhm.
were all like backing up to the back of their cages and dead silent while I was in the room.
because they don't know you.
But the second I left the room, they started screaming again. So I'm like, are they
Yeah.
afraid? Do they actually want attention, but they don't know what the fuck they want when I'm in the room?
No, I don't. It's literally because like they're afraid of you
want
because they
Leslie.
don't know you, and they either want me or Leslie.
Yeah.
So, but it's all right.
You're just the tag along
If it's
token guy.
yo, do you understand how long it took for me to cultivate that relationship
It took
with
forever.
all
Man, I
three
hear
I'm not,
Darren's-
look,
dudes?
I'm not trying to cultivate the relationship. I'm trying to cultivate silence.
Yeah, no. Then I think I have the solution for you.
All right, just turn on.
Yeah,
Netflix
just
or
Actually-
let me try it when I get home tomorrow.
okay.
Tyler, I hear that one of the birds might like you better now.
Oh yeah, Danny, because what do you think? Like
He was their
Leslie was
caretaker for a
gone,
week.
yeah, for a
Well,
week.
I know.
Yeah,
but
it's funny.
Leslie's like, Tim, Danny likes Tyler better. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Tyler was there being the only person around for a week, and she has the attention span of a piece of dirt.
Yeah,
I think you're really overestimating.
I think you're really overestimating. Goddamn.
Yeah, there's too much carbon, which is necessary for life in just normal dirt.
But all right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so if that's it,
Yeah. Oh
what
no,
you
no,
got?
I'm
Keep
not
going.
done. You got a whole because
you're
you
right.
had
I'm
20
sorry. Keep
minutes
going.
to talk about your
Wow.
magic shit.
Rude.
Yeah. No. Fuck.
Did someone say magic shit? Tim, what's
Oh,
going
God.
on
Let's
with
talk
you?
about magic.
God damn it. No. So I beat Kirby.
Well, how was it?
Finally. It was super easy, but it was fun.
Cool.
It's just a fun game. But now I'm playing Vermintide 2 with some buddies. Still playing Rainbow Six Siege. That's if I have time to play games. I'm super busy.
Did you start playing that multiplayer game with Leslie?
Oh yeah. We started a way out yesterday. I took a personal day yesterday. And Leslie and I started playing a way out. On the technical scale, it's very low end. Like the visuals aren't that great. The story is something left to be desired. And the characters are like whatever. But
Really?
like it's disappointing at that end, right?
Aw.
But and this is a heavy but. If you play with another person, it makes it's worth it. It's worth the cooperative experience. Like it's funny. Like fucking it's like I thought the whole game was gonna be them breaking out of prison when really it's only like the first like hour of the game. And so as you run away, you find yourself going into this unattended house. At which point you could do shit like, hey, I'm gonna wash this dude's dishes while I'm here. Or like chop wood. It's fucking stupid. Hey, while I'm here, I'm just gonna fold his clothes.
But
I'm just gonna do these nice things. But like you can also like it's just it's a fun cooperative experience that requires a lot of communication, and I think that's what a lot of games lack these days. Like the heavy amount of communication that you need to succeed. Just like this one section where Leslie and I had to time ourselves like almost exactly to make our way up this shaft, and if we didn't, we would have like failed it.
Wait, what's the game again?
A Way Out.
I do know this game. Oh my god, I didn't remember it. Wait, no, I'm thinking the wrong thing. I lied.
Never mind.
Back down. I lied.
It's only $30.
I thought this was something else.
So if you have a friend, and you're willing to drop $30 on a game that's solely for a cooperative experience, I recommend it. I recommend at least giving it a shot, or at least like if you can find a way to Redbox it. I don't know if there's any physical copies of this game, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth try. If you're looking for a story or in-depth characters, this is not the game for you. Yeah, because Leslie and I were having a blast yesterday, and that's my week so far. Just move.
Julio.
Yeah, it's fun work.
Hooray! All right, so I guess that's where we'll end it, so we can all head to bed nice and early, get some sleepy sleeps.
Yep.
Sounds good.
But until next time, thank you all so much for listening. My name is Tim.
We going out of order this week, or?
Sure.
Yeah, just Tyler.
Who cares?
And I'm Friedman.
But until next time, we are the TNT podcast crew, and we will catch you guys next week.